Hello, 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 welcome back to another trek through the dungeon. It's Ahmed Rashid, and this is the Cat of Nine Tails run. We're currently on Life 2, died once, mostly because I kept pushing buttons instead of watching an ogre hit me with a rock repeatedly. That was kinda painful. Most recently, we went into the hive and burned the living crap out of everything in it. Not gonna pretend that didn't give me a put me in a good mood until now. Yeah, that was kind of awesome. The downside, of course, is that in this entire dungeon, this is the extent of the jewelry I've picked up, and you'll notice that there's not even an amulet in this list. I believe there was an amulet of faith that I have managed to accrue, but I no longer need that as I'm above the cutoff, and you don't spend faith very much as Vehumet worshippers. You just get passive benefits. Considerations right now are finding more jewelry. Unfortunately, and let me pull up the Control-O menu here, I have already scoured the lair, 8 out of 8, and I also went 2 floors into the elf pit, just as well as doing the entire orc mines, trying to find more jewelry, and failed, as well as the hive. There are the 3 sub-branches available within the lair, the slime pits, the shoals, and the snake pit. But the snake pit without poison resistance, maybe I'm wrong, I could be, it's happened before, but it seems like a very uphill battle. And shoals and slimes, and the shoals and slime sub-branch, again, shoals I've only heard horror stories of how hard it is, and once I went there and drowned, and that kind of sucked. Slime pits, again, very dangerous place, though I may consider it later. I'm already halfway through the main dungeon, which means that the enemies here are expected to be extremely dangerous, potentially. So, you know, damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of scenario. There was one other thing I wanted to mention. I'm trying to remember what it was. Sub-branches. Right. I'd meant to check whether or not I have a cure poison or some kind of spell that could potentially protect me from poison. And in so doing, I came across this. Spider form. Now, I don't want to memorize it, I want to read it. Hang on. Here. Now, spider form turns you into a swift, venomous, spider-like creature, but spellcasting is somewhat more difficult in this form, and I don't even know what it means to cling to walls. So, I wasn't entirely certain whether or not this would actually answer my problems and give me a poison resist, as it were, and so I'm not going to go that route. But feel free to comment on the idea of the Transmutation School in general, because I don't know much about it. I also want to thank everybody who's been commenting and keeping my views going. Special thanks goes out to Low Pressure for all of his interesting insights and tips. I get the feeling that if I ever do beat the game, it's going to be because you've given me a tip that actually, gets me out of a jam. Alright, 50,000 turns in, 1 death, and Mutalisk is doing great for himself. Let's find the vaults. The search begins. Ooh, yay, another ring. That was convenient. An uncursed ring of poison resistance. I have been looking so hard for one of you. Alright, well, we're going to take the ring of wizardry off in favor of the ring of poison resistance, and then make sure that all my spells are still good. Ignite Poison is kind of lousy now, and Summon Horrible Things is also kind of lousy, but everything else is solid, and even very good means 2 casts is all it takes, so I'm satisfied. So yeah, no question about it, that changed my plans significantly. It's off to the snake pits. I don't even care about the vaults anymore. I'm going to try and scour, maybe not the whole thing, depends on how much I have time for today, but certainly at least the first 3 to 4 floors of the snake pits I should get through. I'm just using Conjurations and Magic Dart here because, again, if you can get away without using your most advanced spells, it's usually better. Of course, against a Black Mamba, I will take no such chances, and I confess to some curiosity whether or not I could kill him by igniting poison, but I don't want to take any risks, so let's start off by getting me some nice meat shields. Some scorpions, I guess? Times 2, that's all the meat shields I need. Oh, if I ignite poison, they're gonna get really pissed. Oh well, make an ice beast instead. There we go. That should be enough to kill them. It was more than enough to kill them. And raise the dead. So now I have a permanent ally on this floor. And eat the food. There we go. I am done. What was I doing again? Oh yeah, snake bits. And is that the snake bit interest by any chance? It is. Now, again, you guys have seen the value of... Most of the time I just go up and down floors casually, and most of the time it's okay. But when going into a major branch like this, it pays to pre-summon your allies. So let's get 3 ice beasts in tow. I'm not going to remax my mana. I'll remax my mana first, and then... let's attack. And before I forget, let's ignite poison and see what kind of damage we're talking here. Oh, it was a miscast. Try again. Oh my god, it cripples them. You stupid snakes don't know what hit you. But I know what hit you. Me. Me. I tell you, the gods are finally showing some mercy to me after that I think they're paying me back for having given me such a miserable labyrinth. The crawl gods are being nice. Okay, let's count, because counting is fun. 1, 2, 3 larvae, 19 killer bees, and a queen. And a queen. And now... ignite the poison! They all die. And those that don't will wish they had the first time, because they will be incinerated again. Oh my god, look at that. The corpses burn. And just because I don't want to miss the opportunity, let's raise them all as zombies. And then burn the remains! And whoever else is left, I'll just, kill with ordinary conjurations and something more vanilla. That was ridiculously satisfying. Walking into those tombs usually means using a lot of mephitic clouds and, pacing your attacks and such. Nope. No need for that right now. I can just blast them to pieces. Okay, there we go. And actually, it would pay to figure out exactly how much damage I can deal typically with this spell, so that's what we're going to do here. We're just going to kill him with Ignite Poison. So 1, that was a miscast. 1, 2. He dies in 2 casts. I think that I found the best spell for the snake pits. Okay, that dealt a lot of damage, so I'm going to back off. Make sure I always have a meat shield up before using this. I don't want to use this in melee range, obviously. But yeah, and the best part is my zombies are immune to it, so yeah. I'm actually considering the possibility of putting back on the Ring of Wizardry. I guess I would drop the brilliant artifact ring I have instead. The Ring of Vaklir, the Int +3, MP +9 ring. Because the Ring of Wizardry would vastly increase my... The good is good enough when I barely need to use it, but when I'm relying on it every turn, it's kind of important that it be a little bit better. And I can't remove poison resistance, so let's do a test. Like, this is gonna moderately decrease my... Actually... that's interesting. So I'm pretty sure that... Oh no, very good is an improvement. Okay, yeah, it went from good to very good, and this went to excellent. I'm very curious what the formula is that would make this excellent and this just very good. I guess it's that I reduced my intelligence by 3, so it's a bit of a few steps forward, a few steps back. And the power of the spell might be a little bit less than it was before. But the consistency is worth more than the power at this point. Although, you know what I should do? I'm going to funnel a bunch of experience into my transmutation school. Just to raise it off the ground. Because... even if I only use this spell for, like, the next 2 or 3 floors of the snake pit, it will pay to be able to kill the guardian nagas efficiently. Man, and it kills everything in sight range. This is phenomenal. And I can ignite my own mephitic clouds and everything. But whatever I do, make sure to always leave myself the meat shield. I never get so bold that I attack directly. Okay, and apparently there's a god gift now, so let's see what I've been gifted. Oh, the basic book of conjurations. Okay, I got it. So now that I've gotten all the summoning books, now I'm going to start getting all of the conjuration books. Okay, I'm deep in enough. I can always back off to get my meat shields, so let's start igniting poison. Miscast, successful cast 1, successful cast 2, meat shields, successful cast 3. Pardon me, that sounds like a, There we go. Problem solved. Okay, back to the... Ooh, a viper. Normally those guys freak me out, but right now I have the luxury of being able to kill him by burning him alive from the inside out. And the best part is, they can't escape me because I can see them before they... well, generally at least, I have enough vision, or enough stealth, I can see them coming. And they can't see me coming, sorry. Okay. Now that my transmutation school is going up, notice that it's at 4 pips. I want to get it up to 5, maybe even 6, before I call it the quits. And ideally I'd like it to become a little more reliable than very good, but, you know, that is not a must. Since I don't intend to make this a main spell. Why is there so much stuff on this water? Well, my zombies are being aggressive, and you know what? I'm not going to stop them this time. I don't like fighting on the water. If they can see this stuff and I can't, they're more than welcome to kill it for me. I still think the coolest thing was I just walk into that room full of bees and just burn them all alive. Let's go ahead and resurrect these guys while I'm at it. Okay, Black Mamba. 1, 2, 3, and it dies. If that took 3 casts, some of the bulkier enemies may take a bit more, but probably not worth getting into twist orb. Ignite him from the inside. This, I would say this is like probably costing me a lot of food, but as previously remarked, I'm a Felid. Food means very little to me. Granted, not the same as being a mummy where it actually means nothing, but gets the job done. Wow, I walk... Whoa. I am overweight capacity, and it's too late for me to drop stuff because I'm already upon an anaconda, so... The good news is, I have my minions. The bad news is, he is killing them 1 per turn, and I'm constantly miscasting this spell. There we go, I got one. I got it successfully cast once. Whew. That was terrifying. Let's resurrect him and start dropping some of this excess stuff. At this point, frankly, I should just drop all of these books. I mean, I don't need them on a turn-by-turn basis, and they do weigh, cumulatively, they put me overweight. I'm at 174 without them and 225 with them. Or sorry, 250 with them. So, let's eat some of my food and then drop, I don't know, a little bit of this stuff just to make room. And then get out of here. And now that I'm outside, I'll drop all the books right there by the door, so that it's ready for me when I want to come back. Okay. What's my hotkey again? ZF? There we go. Just keep a few extra of those guys handy. And I'm obviously going to avoid summoning scorpions so that I always have the ability to kill poisonous creatures without targeting them. Okay. That's another floor cleared. And looking in on my abilities, transmutation's up to 4. I can probably get it up to 5 any minute now. The casting has already gone up to great, and the pips are already up by 1. So it's already paid off to train it just a little bit. Maybe go for one more level, but go upstairs first to make sure I have some allies to come with me. There we go. This is not a meat shield, but it'll do. Oh. Oh. Oh! You know those orc priests that always stand behind and smite stuff? Yeah, well, now these guys get a taste of their own medicine. Except that they're not the orc priests, but... yeah! How you like that? Blast the hell out of these things. And the best part is, you know, oh! The first thing that isn't poisonous. And it hardly matters because now he's surrounded by fire. Oh, he paralyzed me. And berserked while adjacent to me. And killed me. Okay. Note to self. Rupert is dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Because all of that he did in one turn. I didn't realize he could paralyze. I should have looked him up before I attacked him. I guess the fact that I'm doing this and just killing Nagas by the 20-fold is part of the reason why I got a little bit careless against him. I also need to eat to get my satiation back up. Anyway, you guys just witnessed the second death, so... And this is another one of the beauties of playing a Felid, is you get to keep playing instead of just being game over. Unfortunately, that knocked me down back to experience level 12 again, so I'm unlikely to ever get another life, because I'd have to level up again. Twice. I'm going to turn off transmutations now that it's at level 6, and go back to my usual spellcasting and summonings. But I'll focus spellcasting because that's more useful overall now. Everything's at excellent, so yeah, that's definitely the right time to switch it off. And I might actually, I'm just gonna test to see just how I can keep it at great, and the spell power, no, the spell power isn't improved, so yeah. The extra 9 MP isn't worth it. Not right now, at least. Compared to the reliability. Okay, so note to self, we gotta figure out how we're gonna beat Rupert when we see him again. I'm sure I can do it, I just, I need to be ready for him. Probably just going back and relying on my summons is the right way to go. For him, I mean, obviously, in general, I can kill these Nagas without summons' help. My god, that one spell is just, it just so fundamentally changes the approach when you're surrounded by poison enemies like this. If only it was poison resistant instead of poisonous enemies, that'd be even better. Because toward the end game, I mean, because that way I would be able to kill everything, either with Mephitic or with anti-Mephitic. You know what? You guys just crowd him, why don't you? Oh my god, he's resilient. Very resilient. Okay, get all my health back, and then start walking again. Okay. The Viper dies in 2 casts. This is just such a beautiful spell for my purposes here. It's just... die! Oh, crap. You know what? Anywhere is better than being adjacent to this guy, so I'm gonna blink. And he followed me, so I'll blink again. I can blast him once? No, you know what I should do now that I'm not next to him? Recall. Now blast him. I don't get it. Is he dodging this somehow? Or is he just not vulnerable to... Maybe he's not poisonous, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, because it looks like he's not getting hit at all by that. And I just did like 4 casts. It's possible I missed, but 4 times in a row? That's unlikely. Okay, well, let's recover our health. And, of course, kill anything that comes by. I mean, that goes without saying. And MP maxed out. Alright, on we go. Notice that I'm, like, intentionally moving into the center of rooms. The reason I do that is I want to be in range of as many creatures as possible before I blast. And, oh, yay, a new amulet. Well, it's not a useful amulet particularly, but I'll take it because it's not detrimental. And I don't have any other. Yeah, I could definitely try and kill these guys with Ignite Poison. Get as much damage in as I can before I have to back off. And since there's only one left, it's Mephitic Cloud, and then turn those clouds into flame, and then Ignite Poison again and again until eventually he dies. There we go, he died. They all die eventually. So just judging by what I'm seeing here, the level of damage it takes to kill these guys often requires, for the higher AC ones at least, requires multiple casts. And that means a lot of mana, because 5 mana per cast is kind of steep. So that 2 casts there brought me down a lot. Although I'm getting a mana reduction. Whoa! It's a cache of items guarded by a serpent who did not yet see me. I'm gonna close the door. I'm gonna blink away from here so I can move as fast as possible, and then I'm gonna summon a bunch of minions. Then I'm gonna open the door and stick the minions on him, because this is not an enemy I want to take lightly. Whatever it is, it's obviously a powerful creature, but while my minions are doing this, I can busily smite him with Ignite Poison. That worked very well, because he died. And, oh wow, they're not actually items, they're mimics. I wonder if there's any real items in there at all. They all missing me, but yeah, let's back off. I'm just blocking the door because I don't want my precious minions to die here for no reason. There we go. Close the door. Now only my summons, which are, not that important, might die here. I just want to make sure that they are in fact all, there's no valuable treasure in here. It occurs to me that doing this is going to have a very unintended side effect of filling the entire floor with mimics. Okay. Yep, at this point it's pretty clear that these are all just fake. And unfortunately, my minions seem to have all died somehow. And all of the items on this floor are now just yeah, that was stupid. I should have realized this was going to happen and then stopped doing it. Well, at least the mimics are dying too. That's something. In fact, that's probably going to be the most convenient way to kill them. If I had realized that the mimics could die... Oh, there's Rupert again. Alright, this time we're not going to die to him. Let's just back off. Mephitic. He's berserked, which means that he's probably got really good move speed, so let's summon scorpions to physically block his way. And let's blink, because I need to keep moving faster than him. He's got enough strength that he's kicking the scorpions' ass, like, without any question. So I'm gonna get out of there. I'm probably gonna need abominations to take this guy down. Get some more mana before I go back, and let's do it that way. In the meantime, yeah, let's go and do that. I think I'm also gonna swap out the Ring of Wizardry in favor of getting an extra bunch of MP before I fight. Whoa, where'd you all come from? Thank God I got a strong kill-all spell that I can use against you guys instead of having to fight them one at a time. Because that would have been very painful to have had to fight one at a time. Okay, here's a new staircase. Let's eat some of this food just to make sure I'm fully satiated. Bring out an Ice Beast. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna rely on using this Ignite Poison to kill mimics from now on. Okay, unfortunately Rupert caught me off guard again. So I'm just gonna run for it. Fight him again on my own terms. Although, unless he's invisible, he's not invisible. So let's just see what we can do here, because he can't reach me. And oh, that's a real scorpion attacking me right now. Yeah, he can't reach me, and my scorpions are doing a number on him. There we go. He's dead. Whew! Sword of Holy Wrath. No wonder he was doing so much damage. Especially to my undeads. Oh! You know something? Boom! You guys can all die in a fire of your own creation as you burn out from the inside. Some of them are resisting damage, but mostly they're all just dying here. Okay, there we go. That was very cathartic. Considering that I should have done it a long time ago. Not like I did something smart, but at least now they're all dead. Actually, let's eat it first, and then if there's a skeleton, we'll resurrect it. Because I am hungry. Okay, good. So this is another floor, mostly cleared. No, there's still like the whole bottom part I have to check out. I'll do that too. And just move. Yeah, I'll do that while you guys are here. This is really draining to my mana. It's a good thing that I have, you know, I had the floor mostly cleared before. I set the mimics all over it. Because this could be a real pain in the neck otherwise. This is a neat trick that I just like thought up. Summon the creatures and then blink around a lot, because that forces the creature, whichever creature you're attempting to kill, to keep running after your summons. I'm fairly positive that this guy does not in fact have any poison to him, so I'm going to make sure that I've got summons up beforehand. Because yeah, let's see, Z G Ignite Poison. Ignite poison has no effect here, so yeah, this guy's got no poison component to his makeup. Got him. Okay, this floor is now complete, and I should have pre-summoned before I came downstairs, so I'm just going to have to retreat from here. Floor 3. Oh, and at some point I must have gained that level back, because I'm back to level 13. I'm guessing that I was aided in my endeavors by having slain that unique. Okay. That was almost 15 mana just to ignite that guy to death. So, go back upstairs, recover mana, come back downstairs. You know the drill. Those of you who have seen me play at all know that I hate moving out without having full mana. Whoa! Something poisonous was on that water, and I hit it, and just sent steam flying in every direction. That's really cool. Okay, back upstairs we go. Pre-summon, go downstairs. There was a Naga on the water, that's what it was. Now that there's a couple of them here, kill, and retreating back upstairs. Yeah, I'm definitely playing the coward keep retreating approach, because I prefer not to think of it as the coward's approach. I prefer to think of it as the don't die approach. You know what? If there's enough Nagas in sight, this becomes the far more efficient way to play. The, you know, to attack them with my hit them all. I think that's the tipping point is 2 Nagas. One alone, the 5 mana per cast, isn't really going to be as efficient as just a few polar bears, considering how high I have my summons leveled. Of course, then there's the fun factor. And there's no question that that was just blasting him to death with fire was a lot more fun. Back upstairs, back downstairs, pre-summon, and let's move out. You know, I basically treat stairs like instant mana banks. Keep a steady, healthy number of minions up at all times. Never a bad idea. Actually, let's go ahead and raise the dead, because I'm sure I killed a lot of underwater fish. And now I have another book. Wow, wow, wow. Poisonous Cloud, I would have it excellent. The spell conjures forth a great cloud of lethal gases. So, I'm not saying this is the good move or the right move, but I'm just so tempted to try and combine Poisonous Cloud with Ignite Poison, blow poison over the water and then blow it up. I mean, just how cool would that look? But it's, like I said, it's probably not the right move, especially since I'm supposed to be playing Summoner, and my Conjurations is at 3, whereas my Summoning is at 16. So I'm going to hold off on it, but, you know, cool thought, cool thought. Cool thought is cool. Okay. Actually, I should check. What is the hunger status on these spells? With the exception of my level 8, I basically have these spells at Hungerless, which is great. Ooh, that's a lot of poison to be turned into fire. And not to forget that I'm a summoner, so when you have a tanky enemy, you gotta beat him up with something a little more solid. Hardcover book. The Book of Fire. Book of Fire. Again, not gonna go that route, but that would have been kind of cool. Next time I play this kind of build, I may just have to go Conjurer all out so that I can Ignite Poison. Ignite Poison trivializes the swamp, the snake pit and the hive, and that's kind of cool. Any other spells work I should be thinking of right now? Spellcasting hit level 17 at some point, that's nice. Oh yeah, I just got a new amulet. And it's not cursed, so let's try it on. And it doesn't tell me what it does, so it wasn't cursed, so I'm going to assume it's not a bad thing. And I'm not at risk of losing any items that I can't afford to lose, so I'm not going to keep this Scroll of Conservation. I'll put away the Amulet of Conservation right now. Okay, let's go ahead and keep clearing this floor by igniting the shit out of it. Oh, it's a goldfish. Does she want to get fed? Well, feed me instead. Actually, that was a good idea. I should probably memorize the Secunderun's Blast. Not because I need it, but because it's always nice to have a good direct damage spell, and Magic Dart is kind of sort of falling behind. And if I need to forget it, I have plenty of amnesias left, so yeah, I'm gonna just memorize that. There we go. Although in terms of consistent play, I should definitely be relying much more on my level 4 Ice Beasts than Isekundurun's untrained Mystic Blast. Okay, so this floor has a lot of water on it, I'm noticing. The good news is, thanks to my particular talents, I can produce these ice beasts that walk on water, and then I can ignite everything that I can see over the water, and yeah, it's a pretty powerful combination. Okay, I think that mostly clears out, that completely clears out, mostly clears out. I will soon have mostly finished clearing out this floor. Isekundurun's Blast, can't target him, so ignite the poison. And then Isekundurun's Blast him. And then ignite the poison. One way or another, he's gonna die. Okay, this floor is completed. Oh, and won't you know it, so is my time. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I did die in this vid, unfortunately. I really didn't want to do that. Fortunately, I managed to regain the lost level, and I'm 14% away from leveling up again, which means that I should probably get another life back. This is the Cat of Nine Tails run, and 2 of those tales have already been told, and we are going to hear the next tale, hopefully, not the end of that next tale, in the next vid. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe and or comment. Always appreciated. Take care, and I will see you guys next time.